when I come back into the factory, and me being a college dropout, I feel honored to work with such a group of highly skilled, intelligent and nice people.
And it's lights out and away we go. Hamilton and Räikkönen get away well, and Hamilton goes to cut Kimi off, but Kimi's going to dart down the inside, is he? Going into turn one now, Räikkönen is just ahead of Hamilton. Bottas in third, Ricciardo on the inside of Bottas. Vettel goes wide, Kimi Räikkönen leads the
most important target probably, and we've won the driver championship because there is no other driver who can take it away from our two boys.
Hamilton goes to cut Kimi off, but Kimi's going to dart down the inside, is he? Going into turn one now, Räikkönen is just ahead of Hamilton. Bottas in third, Ricciardo on the inside of Bottas. Vettel goes wide, Kimi Räikkönen leads the Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton second, Valtteri Bottas, then comes Daniel Ricciardo, and then a very good start indeed by Nico Hülkenberg.
Ultimate feeling of satisfaction, of achievement, unfortunately.
Still going. I wonder if it was him initially, but Ricciardo, there's contact again. Ricciardo got a tremendous start. Had a look at the inside of Bottas. Those ultra soft tyres on the Ferrari worked perfectly. Lewis knew he could not have contact with that Ferrari. Vettel went off the track and came back on rather abruptly, but I don't think that'll be a problem.
For the first time since Abu Dhabi 2016, Kimi Räikkönen makes up a place on lap one, and his teammate Sebastian Vettel has made up a place on Daniel Ricciardo as well. A flying start for the two Ferraris. Vettel is now past Ricciardo, but can Ricciardo fight it back? Vettel outbroke himself just a little bit, and it's now going to be nip and tuck as there's full contact down at turn 12, and another car spinning off. It's Ricciardo into Sebastian Vettel, and they've rammed each other. Sebastian Vettel, as it happened at Suzuka, has now been spun 180 degrees in the next race as well.
That's the third time we've seen that Ferrari make contact with his front axle and just pendulum round. He'd already passed Ricciardo, and then got too deep into the corner, and a little bit of contact directly 90 degrees across his front axle, and around goes Vettel.
Kimi Räikkönen, Hamilton getting away pretty evenly, but in the second phase, there's the Ferrari alongside.
Yeah, I think Lewis either hit the rev limiter or just lit the rear tyres up a bit, because he lost out, didn't he? There was a phase of that start where he lost out.
And then Lance Stroll going into Fernando Alonso.
Don't know how much damage I have. These guys are impossible to race with. Impossible.
He's now got past Nico Hülkenberg as well, and Verstappen now up into the top five. Stopping Daniel Ricciardo just off the exit of turn 11. He is pulled over to the side of the track, and his last US Grand Prix for Red Bull ends with a mechanical retirement on lap 9.
Box opposite right, box opposite right, if we're still in PS6.
There's a chance he could get out ahead of the car in fourth place. Oh, and Hamilton goes in!
Yes,
so Hamilton has done the opposite to Kimi Räikkönen. He was trying to go this way and the other, throw the blast, throw the double blast, and Hamilton didn't fall for that.
Kimi most likely every is on 2 stops.
They just say most likely 2 stops.
2 stops, so they're trying to pacify him as to why he didn't come in, trying to explain to the driver why, he's like, why did he come in?
DRS for Lewis Hamilton, fast pace from the Ferrari. Hamilton tries to go down the inside, he can't do it once again. Is the outside the way to go here? Not on that occasion. Once again, Hamilton gets great traction out of turn 12. Now trying to go round the outside, and is really being held up by Kimi Räikkönen. It was a bold move by Hamilton. It hasn't paid off, and he's lost yet more time behind that Ferrari. And this is really, really hurting his chances of winning the race today. Through turn 17 we go, where Kimi Räikkönen was passed by Max Verstappen last year. He's not going to be passed by Hamilton on this occasion.
So bumpy in turn 18 there, Lewis had to get out of it. And Räikkönen pits, that's played beautifully into the hands then of Mercedes.
Soft compound tyres go on for Kimi Räikkönen. Great stop from his pit crew there of 2.3 seconds. And Sebastian Vettel doesn't really want to hold Max Verstappen up here for very much longer. He's pitting anyway. Verstappen, who passed one Ferrari on the inside, and it cost him last year, goes around the outside of the Ferrari this time to make sure there's going to be no trouble whatsoever. And he is up into third place. He is coming in. If Hamilton was to finish third and so Vettel finished P5, it carries on to Mexico.
Exactly, so it is conservative.
So here he goes then. Does he want to make that lunge? Does he have to make that lunge? He's a racer. He'll go for it if it's there, but it's not quite there. On this occasion, Verstappen a few car lengths ahead, but gets a really bad exit. Coming out of turn 12, and suddenly Lewis Hamilton is all over Max Verstappen. This could be the title right here as Hamilton switches to the inside. And Verstappen just stays ahead as they now go left-handed and gets the inside line himself. But once again, Hamilton gets a better exit. Now, round turn 17, Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen going wheel to wheel, and Verstappen on the better line, getting away from Hamilton as he goes wide and onto the runoff. And was that the moment that the title today slipped out of Lewis's hands? Here comes Sebastian Vettel on Valtteri Bottas towards turn 12 we go. Sebastian Vettel was wheel to wheel, and he is still wheel to wheel as Bottas breaks late, but he breaks too deep, and he goes up into the runoff area, and Sebastian Vettel puts himself up into 4th place. For the first time in 113 races, the checkered flag for him as a winner. Kimi Räikkönen wins the US Grand Prix.
Steering wheel, claps on steering wheel, yeah.
Gap between race wins. It is victory for Ferrari. It is victory for Kimi. And the
steering wheel.
They go back on this afternoon.
Hey,
Hamilton,
steering wheel. Somebody tell him to give it to me. Do I start it up myself?
To Mexico.
Grande Kimi, grande Kimi.
Come on! Oh!
The thing is, why did it go green, Martin? Why did the traffic light system go green? You obviously wouldn't.
Kimi, Max, tomorrow you're going to want to get in front of this guy. Who is the man who's going to be able to do that?
I don't want to be sandwiched.
Kimi?
No, I don't want to be hit.
Don't be hit. Well,
a day to remember for many a long year.